Hello, today is July 3rd, 2009, and I'm Doug Bodemiller, the Grand Man on Garden Sense Radio. And I'll be showing you today how to plant a tomato, even though it's late, in a whiskey barrel, and all the ingredients you'll need to do this. For all the ingredients I'm going to be talking about today, you can go to www.radiogardensense.com and download the tomatoes in a trash can instructions. I'm using a whiskey barrel only because of preference. It works just as well, and it looks better on your deck for aesthetic reasons. However, the first thing that we use for drainage in the barrel are marble chips. After you put your marble chips in the barrel for drainage, now you want to go with your main ingredients, which will be 3 bags of the Rappahannock Gold blended topsoil. The instructions call for 1.5 cubic feet of the sphagnum peat moss. I'm going to be using 1 cubic foot today only because of the size of my whiskey barrel. Add to that 3/4 of a cup of St. Gabriel's vegetable fertilizer, 100% natural. In addition to that, we'll need 2 cups of ordinary pelletized lime. And all these ingredients will be mixed with the Rappahannock Gold topsoil, the sphagnum peat moss together, and then we will put them in the barrel. After you've mixed all the ingredients up and they're in the barrel, we're going to fertilize weekly with a brand natural fertilizer. I'm holding a 32-ounce bottle. However, it does come in larger 2.5-gallon bottles for those who want a larger quantity. Using this utility cart to mix my ingredients. Okay, we have our 3 bags of Rappahannock Gold. We're just going to put that out. Now we have our sphagnum peat moss. We have our 3/4 cup of St. Gabriel's vegetable fertilizer. We have 2 cups of pelletized lime. Okay, now I'm going to mix everything up thoroughly. I'm going to put my marble chips now in the bottom of the barrel. And then I'm going to spread them around. Make sure they're flat. All that's left is to put the soil ingredients into the barrel. my soil is in the barrel, I'm ready to plant the tomato plant. Okay, I've packed the ingredients and the soil into the barrel, and I've left it about 3 inches from the top so that when you plant your tomato plant you'll have area for the water to go for drainage, for it to soak thoroughly down through the soil. And if you so choose and you'd like to put some mulch around the top, you could do that also. I recommend using a Better Boy tomato and the tomatoes in the trash can instructions. Here I have a Better Boy. However, if you'll notice, it's a little leggy. It's been sitting in this pot for almost a month and a half, and it hasn't been able to take root and grow correctly. So instead it's basically grown tall instead of grown out. So in this case, and if you still want to plant this late in the year, what you want to do is snip the tomato plant exactly about in half. Okay, so I'm going to just do that. Just take it off in half, like so. I have the plant. We need to take it out of the pot, and you'll see that it's somewhat root bound a little bit. What you want to do is break the roots a little bit, just to break them up a little bit, and then you're ready to plant. We recommend planting the plant deep on the stalk. You'll get a much more sturdier plant. So I'm going to plant it maybe a ½ inch down below the soil level. I'm going to remove these two lower buds. Once the plant is planted, it can support itself as it is. However, as it starts to grow, it's going to need support. Various supports that you can use to hold your tomato plant up while it's growing. There are tomato cages that you can purchase at your local garden center. They actually are narrow in the bottom, and as they grow up they get wider. Okay? In this particular instance, I prefer to use something that's very simple. It's just concrete reinforcement wire rolled up, and I basically just put it into the ground. It fits perfect when you measure it and cut it to fit. And then what I do is I just roll it back and forth, rock it, and I just sink this down about 3 or 4 inches. And at that point, you're ready to fertilize your plant with a grand natural fertilizer. After you thoroughly watered your tomato plant in the barrel, go ahead and mix up some of the grand natural fertilizer and a bucket. We recommend 1 to 2 ounces per gallon, no more. And in fact, doing it weekly at 1 ounce will be just fine. We recommend doing little doses instead of large doses, especially in the heat of the summer, so that you don't injure the plant. Better to fertilize with the Agran in the early morning or in the early evening. This is Doug Bodemiller, the Agran Man for Garden Sense Radio. For more information, go to www.radiogardensense.com.